Magic in the Morning, that's Kylie Minogue. Lights, camera, action. You ready for action, Mike?
Sure.
Not the typical lead-in to good policies, but a happy Tuesday after Easter. Good policies with Barrett Insurance, Tuesday mornings at this time. How was your Easter?
It was good. How about yours?
It was good. I mean, Sunday wasn't as nice as Saturday was, but it was still Easter, and I hung out with my cat.
That's what, well, hey, it's all about a day of enjoyment. So, we had a big family gathering at my dad's house, and we all had a great time being together. And, it was very bittersweet because, not bittersweet, that's not even the right word. It's very somber to some degree because it was the first holiday since the passing of my brother-in-law. So we did take a moment to honor him, and it was a moment. It was nice.
It was, and I'm sure you thought about him the whole day.
We did.
All right. Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network. Boy, you guys are like every other time I refresh my news feed. There's something coming up. There's something going on. Somebody's helped you out. You've helped somebody, and we've got something going on.
Very excited. Yeah, we do have something going on right now. So, Barrett Insurance Agency, we have been we've worked with Safeco and Liberty Mutual, soon to be just Liberty Mutual, by the way. That's down the road, as they get ready to do a rebrand and just call themselves one name instead of multiple. But Safeco Liberty Mutual has a great thing they do. And if you want to learn more, you can go to agentgiving.com. It's agentgiving.com. That is their website that they use for this. But they have this thing called the Make More Happen Award. And as an insurance agency who represents them and partners with them, you can apply for a nonprofit that you work with or want to help out. And so I thought, well, I think I know my answer. So I went on and I applied for the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network, NEKCAN, and we won for the month of April, which is really a very exciting time for us. So what that means is if you apply and they vote you in as a recipient, you get $5,000 for your charity, just like that. It's amazing. And then they say, hey, but hold on. You can double that if you get over 750 votes on a page that we're going to build for you that describes what you're doing. Just get 750 total interactions, whether it be likes or comments, and we'll give you $10,000.
Hold on a second, all right? Because folks are obviously, yes, wow, this is a great thing. But I don't think folks understand this is not the first time that you've had assistance in such enormous fashion for NEKCAN.
Yeah, we've been blessed by this once before, and it was at that time we were very much in our infancy, and we needed all the help we could get to drum up the money to be able to do what we intended to do, which was support those in the Northeast Kingdom battling cancer. And so that first one really was a launching pad for us. And I wasn't sure if we would be able to reapply. And then I did some research and thought, oh, we can reapply. So I did, and much to my surprise, we got it. Once we get 750 votes, we'll get that $10,000. It's right on the website. You can see a link on our nekcan.org website. You can see a link on the barrettagency.com website. You can see a link on Barrett Insurance and NEKCAN's Facebook page. And all you got to do, you don't have to hit anything. You just go in and go like, and you're done. Or you can comment. We've had some really nice folks hop in and comment. People saying a very worthy cause, great cause, keep up the work. We actually had somebody who posted saying, thank you for all your help through this last year. So we had one of our recipients respond saying it was a tough road and she's now headed in the right direction. This is really an impactful thing. And right now, Jeff, we launched this yesterday. Day one, and we have 339. I'm going to make it 340 because I can vote. 340 votes for the Make More Happen Award with Liberty Mutual and Safeco and Barrett Insurance Agency.
It's a great thing. I've lost track of the number of grant checks that you give out every month with absolutely zero expectation of a penny coming back from them. Over 100 something.
So we have now awarded over 200 grants, and some of those are renewals. And now remember, what is a grant? A grant is $250 awarded for a period of 6 months. So 6 times 250, do the math, that's $1,500. So a total grant is going to be a $1,500 grant. We actually now are at over $300,000 that we have given back to those in the Northeast Kingdom battling cancer. So it's just been such an incredible journey, such a rewarding journey. Really an incredible group of volunteers. My board is amazing. We had our meeting. We have our meeting usually the third Thursday of every month if we can, and we had it, and it was our officers meeting, and we put in place those who were already there. So I remain the president of NEKCAN. Dan Kopp is the vice president. We have Colin Fucci as secretary and Laura Lee Drown as treasurer, and then we reinstalled a number of our board members. So we have a 9-member board that really is the overseer of the organization, but then we have countless other folks. Our event subcommittee that we have that runs our events, like the scavenger hunt that's coming up in just a couple of weeks, by the way. You can learn all the details on our website there. But just so much going on, and it really takes a lot to make this happen, and we enjoy every moment of it. And when we get an infusion like we're getting with the Make More Happen Award with Safeco Liberty Mutual, we just can't say thank you enough.
Well, we know you and the crew that have put this all together and kept it going and kept it growing. You are so happy to have that money come in on one hand and then hand it out on the other. And a lot of our listeners understand this, that when it comes to battling cancer, it's like trying to keep your house home during the winter. You have got to put a balance on things. Yeah. You've got to be able to get gas in your car to get to your doctor's appointments. Yep. You've got to be able to get the groceries into your system so you can stay strong and fight. And all of these tiny expenses add up, and that's what these grants are all about.
They really are for whatever you need. We're not going to hold you accountable. We're not going to come back and say, what do you spend the money on? Once that check is issued in your name and you cash that check, it is your money to do with what you need. Even if you need a pick-me-up, go get a pick-me-up. You deserve it. You're battling cancer. We want to show our support for you. We understand the trials and tribulations, the ebbs and flows that come with this battle. Anything that we can do to make this a little less painful. And Jeff, what we talk about too a lot is the money, right? We talk about how we give the grant, but we also like to hope, because we send letters with these. We like to let people know when they've received the grant. We'll email them and say, be expecting it. We'll send a letter when they get their first check. We'll send a letter when they get their final check. It's really not just the monetary component. We want them to know that they're not alone. We want them to know that we hear them, that we understand they're going through a battle, and that there is a community of support rallying around them, whether they know it or not.
Well, we and the community are thankful that you more or less donated your time to this amazing cause as opposed to talking about insurance. But I'm sure we'll catch up on that next week.
We will catch up, but our agency is so blessed to be in the Northeast Kingdom and North Country of New Hampshire. We service both sides of the river. We love being here. Anything we can do as an organization to show our appreciation and give back to the communities in which we serve is a very big part of what we do. And NEKCAN and the Make More Happen Award is very evident of our commitment to doing so.
All right, give them the Barrett Agency contact info.
Sure, Barrett Insurance Agency. We're right on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury. Online, thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency. Vote for us for the Make More Happen Award. You can vote on our website or nekcan.org for the link.
All right, Mike, we'll see you next week for another edition of Good Policies. We're at quarter of. And music from Jason Mraz. And after this, our Hometown Minute on Magic